Okay, so we've got the motor all hooked up to a test rig, along with a VESC working in DC mode. It's quite clattery at the moment, the motor. I'm not quite sure why, but the body's got to come off anyway, so I'll be able to investigate that and try and make it a bit quieter. But here we go. So I think that would upset the neighbours, so we'll do a bit of work on why it's so clattery. But overall, there's life, which is good news. And so the next steps are really now, I've got the front of the hacky all sort of filled and sanded, so that's looking good. I'm looking dusty, so never mind. The inside of there is looking full of bits and bobs and swarf, so I need to get that out, clean it up so I can start fitting the harness in. You can see here it's the test rig along with a test battery. I'm going to use SLAs, but for the moment I'm using a LiPo, which I have available. It's only for quick tests like that, so that's all fine. You can see there's a steering linkage, there's the very dusty steering wheel. I'm using one of the Hall Effect accelerator pedals, which are cheap as chips. It was a little bit stiff for the grandkids, so what I've done, taken one of the two springs out, and it's a lot better now. I'm just going to put that as a little bit more rake using some checker plate, so that will go there. And if we just look down, you can see, oh, that's where the brush went, and there's the brake pedal. So overall, we're sort of various mechanically. Electrically, at the moment, I'm waiting for some lights to appear from China, which are en route. So I'm using some reversing lights for the front headlights and got some side markers for the back lights. I've got the switches have now arrived, so I can get those wired in. Do a little loom. I've made up the main power loom, which includes an auxiliary fuse box with some standard blade fuses from a car, as well as a MIDI fuse for the power. So that's looking good. So yeah, getting close to, dare I say it, the home straight. One bit I haven't tested yet, and I need to, is this little device. So this device here is a RF cutoff switch, so that you've got a remote control, so if it's looking in peril, heading somewhere, then you can just kill the power to the essentially the Land Rover, and then yeah, sort out whatever it was, then set them off on their route again. See here at the moment, sort of covered in bits and bobs, is the seat. I need to cut that down, smooth it off. Less worried about that, because it's always going to be part that's going to be an add-on, and I'm going to have it so that it can move a little bit. But you can see generally it's sort of in the right spot, right sort of distance. Could even probably jiggle it back a smidge as well. I'll think about that. But yeah, overall, apart from being dusty and still unfinished, we're looking good. Thanks for listening.